And welcome back to Mastering Sales with Brent Gove. Today I'm with Sean Lovejoy from Alabama. He's my business coach. And Sean is a licensed real estate broker, and he also built a 3,000 person church in Alabama. He's been a business coach for the last 9 years. He describes himself as a business guy trapped in a pastor's body. How do you say that?
That's
how
right.
do you explain that?
That's the way I felt for years.
Yeah, exactly. So today he coaches high net worth individuals in North America. He's my personal coach, and so I said, "Hey, get on here with this my sales topic today. This is a broker agnostic for everybody. Remax, Coldwell Banker, Keller Williams, Sotheby's, Compass. Doesn't matter who you are, independent. We're here for you. So today we want to teach you about how to succeed at sales. So the first thing I want you to do is write this down. You want to be a note taker. Fidel, what is up, buddy? Good to see you. Got a haircut, looking tight there in Vacaville, Fairfield. He's my brother from another mother, man. Hey, how are you? Good to see you. Beautiful people. Anyway, so we're going to teach you about sales. We're going to help you go to the next level. So the first thing I want you to write down is, what do you want? That's the first, like a lot of people are just so, I don't know, I want to make a sale. I want a listing. I want to get some clients. It's too nebulous. Get really clear on what you want. I'll give you an example. Do you want to be a luxury agent who's really successful, selling 30 homes a year, 60 homes a year, 90 homes a year, all $1 million plus? What is it you want? Do you want to be an REO agent? I'm going to throw out a few. Do you want to have $100 million sales team? What do you want? Do you want to sell 30 homes a year? Some of you are selling 5, 10 homes a year. Like, man, I'm not making a living at 5 or 10 homes a year. What I really want is to sell 30 homes a year. Now, some of you live in Newport Beach or West Palm Beach, and every time they sell a home, the commission is like they sell homes and the commissions are pushing $100,000 a pop. In some of these areas, they sell 10 homes, it's $1 million. They don't have to sell. Some of you are moving now that I said that. I'm moving, I'm selling 40 and I'm making 300,000. I'm going to go sell 10 and make $1 million. So what is it? Well, actually, yeah, $1 million. So here's the deal. What is it you want? Do you want to, maybe you have a team and you're already selling 80 homes a year, 120 homes a year, but you want to sell 200 homes a year or 400 homes a year. What do you want? Some of you, I remember, it took me 10 years to get here because I loved working with buyers. I hate buyers. Buyers are liars. Buyers are great. The reason buyers are liars, you aren't any good. Buyers are liars. No, that's you being a victim. Buyers are incredible. Like, I could go show a property today, write an offer tonight, do a 12-day close and get paid in 12 days and take care of my family. Buyers are not liars. Buyers are a gift from God above, and you can solve your financial problem quick. They're only liars because you're not any good. So you just say, oh yeah, buyers are liars, because you got to list the last and buyers are liars. Lose the thought buyers are liars and get better. Don't be a victim, be victorious. Buyers are incredible once you understand them. And I can't get them to do anything. That's because you aren't any good. How do I get good? Massive failure in a short amount of time, and you learn. You're either winning or you're learning. You're only losing if you don't learn. And I'm going to teach you how to learn. So what is it you want? I remember 10 years in, I said, I want to be a listing agent. I still love buyers, but I'm tired of being being yanked away from Little League or soccer. I was the Little League coach. I just couldn't leave I was the coach. I don't get to leave the game. And I made myself coach because I have all these kids and I want to be in their life. That's a good thing. Coach softball, coach Little League, coach Pony League, coach soccer, coach hockey. Be there. Once they're gone forever. You don't get a second chance. There are no do-overs with your children. Okay, be in their life. And so I decided, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to be a listing agent. I used to be a little jealous, like, man, no one ever calls me to list their house. I mean, they just never call me. I had a call once every 2 months, once a month. I mean, how do people have 10 or 15 listings? You see these agents, they have 10 or I'm like, how? Like, how? Oh, what's wrong with me? And I was like, argh. And the reason is, it's like, how do people get big muscles? I don't have big muscles. Do you ever go to the gym? No. What's wrong with me? You don't go to the gym. You got to go to the gym. It's not there's anything wrong with you. It's that you're not doing anything. If you want to be a listing agent, let's go with that one. I decided 10 years in, I'm going to be a listing agent. And I'm going to tell you what I did in just a minute. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask Sean here to just, this is kind of unrehearsed, but he's my business coach. How important is it for people to get clarity on to figure out what is it they want from real estate? Like, how important is clarity?
You got to have a vision. You know, the old saying is biblical, where there is no vision, people perish. So what is your vision? And vision attracts, vision repels. And if we forget why we're doing what we're doing, we'll eventually lose our passion. So what is your why that's driving, your what? Part of that answer to the question, what do I want, has to do with the vision for your life. One of the things I've helped Brent and Kathy do is to create a 5-year dream plan for their lives. Where do they want to be in 5 years? Relationally, spiritually, professionally, financially. What do you want? And why do you want to go there? What do you want life to be like and feel like? And then work around it every day. And then there's a difference between, you mentioned exercising and getting on the scales today. There's a difference between a scoreboard-oriented goal and a process-oriented goal. Scoreboard is all about the metrics. And hey, let's be honest, there's some external factors that does affect the scoreboard sometimes in the world we're living in today. But if we're faithful to the process, if we have process-oriented goals, they're behavior-oriented goals. So rather than, let's take losing some weight. Who would like to lose some weight? Okay. So I want to lose 10 pounds. I don't think that's a great goal. Okay. I actually think it's a better goal. It's a more healthy goal to say, I'm going to do 30 minutes of cardio 5 times a week. Well, guess what happens to the 10 pounds if you put in the 30 minutes of cardio 5 days a week? Guess what happens to your long-term success in sales if you're faithful to the process? The scoreboard takes care of itself. Long-term. And even though the scoreboard didn't produce today, I can feel successful because I've gotten out of bed, taken a shower, put my shoes on, and was faithful to the process. I had a successful day. And I know if I'm faithful day in and day out, ruthlessly consistent to the process, the scoreboard is going to take care of itself.
I love it. You and I have a friend, Ken Jocelyn, Grow Stack Drive Masterminds. That's where we met. And I didn't know Sean. Sean didn't know me, but we're in the right rooms. I meet Sean. He's the right guy for me. I hire him as my business coach. And but Ken Jocelyn got these black shirts and in white letters that are really coolly graphically designed. It says incremental, not monumental. And that's exactly what you just said. It's the daily disciplines, the incremental things that aren't sexy. Do it day after day, week after week, but pretty soon you get where you want to be.
Absolutely. You can't just love to play. You got to love to practice.
Yeah.
To be elite. You got to love to practice. All the elite athletes, they don't just love to play. They love to practice. They love the grind. They love day in and day out getting better.
To the grinders out there. Come on, get some coffee grinds and just growl a little. Okay. So I'm going to tell you what I did to become a listing agent. Now you may want to be a commercial real estate agent. You might want to become an appraiser. You might want to own multifamily, but here's what I did and it worked. And I believe you could apply what I did to anything. Because I went on, before I tell you what I did, I went on to where I had 18 to 28 active listings at all times. I could leave town Thursday night, come back Monday afternoon, and I'd have 4, 5, 6 offers on 4, 5, 6 different listings. I present them on Monday afternoon if I wanted, or Tuesday. Say, oh, my clients are busy. I tell my clients, you're busy, right? Yeah, I'm busy. I go, we'll talk tomorrow. Hopefully we'll get more offers. And so I just recover Monday night from my big, long 3-day weekend and present offers Tuesday and Tuesday night and get back to everyone. But I would take the weekends off and sell 4, 5, 6 homes every week. Wouldn't that be awesome? That's the power of being a listing agent. That's why they say you got to list the last. After 10 years of showing property, Saturday, Sunday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, writing offers, and it was fun. I liked it, but I got a little tired of it. And then when you go on vacation or you're on a birthday or an anniversary or Valentine's, and they're going, I got to see this property. It's 5 o'clock on Valentine's. You have dinner reservations at 6. I could squeeze it in. They're like, I want to write an offer. And you're calling can you bump my reservation to 6:30? No, we can't bump to 6:30. And then you're late. Then you have to wait an hour to get your table because you were late. And now your wife or your husband's mad at you. No bueno. So I became a listing agent. What I did to become a listing agent is when I heard there was a top producer panel at the board, I went. When I heard Brian Buffini was doing 100 Days of Greatness and how to become a listing, I went. When I went, Howard Britton was doing Star Power. Do you remember that? Howard Britton Star Power. I went all the way to Florida and went to the Flamingo Hotel or whatever it was, and I listened to superstars. And I talked when I heard Craig Proctor was doing a super conference in Toronto, 3,000 miles away. I flew there. I sat there with 800 other people. I took notes and I implemented what he said. And I started selling more and more real estate. Then when I met the #1 Coldwell Banker agent in the world, I said, can I come to your office and just watch you for a day? I'll sit in the corner and just observe. It's called shadowing greatness. Go shadow a luxury agent. Go shadow a top. I've had people come to Puerto Rico, just sit there and watch me work all day. You know what I mean? Just sit there and it's called, I did it. I watched Craig. I only got one thing all day. I flew a long ways from Northern California to Oklahoma City, took a truck 2 hours, like there was hay in the back. Some farmer drove me to a lot in a military town. The guy's selling 600 homes a year, not in San Diego or LA, in Lawton, Oklahoma, a town of 110,000. He's doing 600 homes. He's not no victim. He's victorious. And I only figured out one thing. He gets all those leads from the radio. So I said, can I talk to your guy who put you on the radio? I said, come do that for me in Sacramento. He did. And I copied Jay Kidder. I'd already tried radio twice and failed. I said, radio does not work. Radio works. I didn't know how to work radio. So when I copied and emulated, someone did exactly what they did. They zig, I zag. They bobbed, I weaved. I mean, I copied Jay Kidder. All of a sudden I had 18 to 28 listings at all time. I went on to sell hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of homes each year. And so made 3.8 million a year because of Craig Proctor in Toronto and Jay Kender in Lawton, Oklahoma. But it required me getting out of my home. And then I met other people there who played a part of it. I met other superstars from Jeff Williams from Tucson, Arizona, selling 550 homes a year. Leonard Fazio from Iowa, selling 600-700 homes a year. Brian Moses from Connecticut, selling about 400 or 500 homes a year. Danny, I forget Danny's last name. I could go on and on and on. That's where I met Jay Kender, was at Craig Proctor. I would have never gone to Lawton, Oklahoma. I had to not go to hear Craig Proctor in Toronto. And there he's talking about this kid, Jay Kender. He's like 30 years old, selling 600 homes a year. And you could be envious or you can get mad. I got mad, not at Jay Kender, at me, like, okay, he's a nice kid, but he's got nothing on me. I hope you meet somebody with less good looking than you. Maybe you're not even good looking and they're just flat ugly, you know, and you think you're pretty smart. They're dumb as a box of snow cones and whatever. I've never seen a box of snow cones, but I'd imagine it's pretty dumb. And you're like, man, they're selling 100 homes a year and I could barely sell 20. What's wrong with me? You didn't go. You didn't come to Cabo in March. You found a reason to cancel Cabo. You always find a reason not to succeed. You find a reason not to go to the marriage conference, and then you wonder why you're headed to divorce court. You find a reason not to take the parenting classes. Oh, I kind of know how to do it. The kids are bad. I spank them. There's a little bit more to it than that. You should spank your kids? Totally. Anyways, let's keep going. Now, okay, did I say that? No. Okay, anyways, I'm not telling you to, let's say, Brent Gove. I did not tell you to beat your kids. Maybe give them a little pop there, you know, just like make it sting a little. Anyways, grew up in the 60s. Yes, I got spanked, and guess what? I respected my dad. I was afraid of my dad. I love my dad. He loved me, but boo. Anyways, I'm way off topic. All right, now, so how do you make it happen? So here's some ways you can make it happen. For free. Like, I can't afford to go to Toronto. Get podcasts. They're free. Listen to them while you work at the gym. Body, mind, soul. Get your mindset right. You're at the gym. You're going for a walk. You listen to stuff. Podcasts. YouTube videos. Google how to become a listing agent superstar. You just type that in the search bar. You're going to get 40 different people how to become a listing agent. So have you done it? No, I haven't. Are you a listing agent? No, you're not. Because you're not hungry. Tony Robbins says you can't teach hunger. Hand me that. Hand it to me. So Tony's here right now. Here he is. He's a special guest today. He's my special guest today. Look at his face. I took this picture, by the way. You're not supposed to take them. I snuck this one in. This is my photograph. I had it put on canvas. Love this picture of Tony Robbins. Look at that face. And you can't teach hunger. Do you have it or you don't? Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired about your lousy marriage? Are you going to go to a couples retreat? Well, that's kind of lame. No, you're lame for thinking that. Go to the couples retreat. Every time I go, it's inconvenient. It's like, I don't have time for this. And then you go like, oh, thank you, Jesus. Like, I can't believe I almost missed this. And all of a sudden, your marriage is better. I'm going to say it. Your sex life is better. Your communication is better because trust me, everybody wants a good marriage. And if you have a bad marriage, your life sucks. I don't care if you sell 1,000 homes a year, you're a miserable person with a bad marriage. So work on your relationship with God, and then your spouse, and then your kids, and then your team, all that stuff. So how to become a superstar listing agent, or if I wanted to have done luxury or commercial, it's the same process. You watch the podcast, you watch the YouTube videos, you find events and you show up. You get on Zooms like this. I'm preaching to the choir. You're here. You show up. You seek out superstars. You go, can I have coffee with you? Can I buy you breakfast next month? They'll say yes. Can I buy you breakfast tomorrow? They'll sell no. They're busy. They probably get something. Can I buy your business next month? Oh, well, no, we'll probably do something next week. Have you offered to buy a superstar breakfast? Can I take you to coffee? Can I just buy you a cup of coffee? I can't afford it. Can I take you to coffee? I have never said no. I will never go to coffee with you. I have never refused coffee with anyone. Now, I could be, I literally have no time. I'm going to the airport. But if someone wants to hang out with me, I'm making anybody from any company, not just the 90,000 ESP agents, but here's the deal. People don't ask. I asked. I humbled myself. I don't want to ask. You're not humble. You're proud. You're prideful. Alex I forget Alex. How do you Soriano? I think it's Alex. Is that how I say it, Alex? I love that guy. He's from LA. What an incredible human being. He's an awesome dude. Side note, I saw you there, Alex. I didn't notice you until now. I'll give me a shout out. But so here's the deal. You can hire a coach. You can hire an assistant. You can invest in yourself. And if you can't do those things, show up to your local board of realtors when they have superstar training and top producer panels. And you could probably afford a cup of coffee. And if you can't, you really need to do what I'm saying. Real quick, I have a final point. Any thoughts on what I said about? I said a lot, but.
Yeah, I would just say one of the main reasons people list is, again, it's an expression of the victim mentality is like, I just don't have enough time. I don't have enough time. But the reality is we all have the same amount of time. I'll give you a life hack today. If you want a full day of the week to work on you and on your business, here it is. Get up 1 hour earlier. All 7 days of the week. And on Saturday, spend 2 hours.
Ooh.
Before everyone gets up, working on you and working on the business. Just gave you a whole day. That's an entire work day a week to work on you and on the business. And we said in the last hour in the 1% Club, if you're the leader and you get better, everyone and everything else will get better. So work on you. Find the time to work on you. Put yourself first in that regard. Yeah. Because as you go, so goes everyone and everything else.
Great point. If you look at my bookcase over there on the window, I get stacks and stacks and stacks of books that I've read. The System by Eric Lofholm, Tim Tebow, Mission Possible, The Idea Hunter, Harris Rules, The One Thing, great book. Goals, His Utmost for My Highest, Momentum by this guy, Brent Gove. That's a great book. You should get it. Anyway, shameless plug, but I have all kinds of books. I'm constantly reading, learning, growing because I'm hungry, right? So final thing I want to say, once you get clarity on what you want, and then you get around these people, you get in the right rooms, the right Zoom rooms, the right physical rooms, and you're taking people to breakfast or lunch or at least coffee, you hire a coach. Then number 3, what do you kick in? And it's as simple as 1, 2, 3. Here it is, ready? And you hear it again and again. But when you do it, you're like, he was right. Massive action. Massive action. And as you talk, the more people you talk to, the better you'll get quicker. If you talk to 5 people a day, all day for the next 7 days, you'll talk to 35 people. But if you talk to you could talk to 15 people tomorrow. You really could. You won't, but you could. But I'm too shy. I don't know anyone. Who would I talk to? I don't know. I guess you won't. But I'll say this. If you do 15 a day for the next 5 days, how many have you talked to? Well, that'd be 50 times 75 people. in just 5 days, 75 people, and you're going to have failures. Like, it's not working. Are you learning? Did you ask them, why did you list the home with Coldwell Banker? Like, I want to learn. I'm happy that you did, but what did they do that I didn't do? Why did you buy with Remax? Like, what was it that agent did? I know we were looking at property together. This is how I take care of my family. I just want to learn and grow, man. This was really, well, you were late. You were not prepared. You were kind of figuring out what homes to see as we went. You just weren't organized. We didn't feel respected. We felt very, you didn't know where you were going. You didn't know how to turn off alarms. It was embarrassing. The alarm went off, and go, don't argue with them. Well, that could have happened to anyone. No, you're okay. And you're taking notes. Thank you for sharing, giving me that feedback. And then guess what, baby? You better learn how to use a lockbox. You better learn what to do when a German Shepherd's barking on the side of that door when the alarm goes off. You better learn about schools, whatever it is they tell you, you better get organized. You better get organized, and then you're either winning or you're learning. You're not losing. Again, you're only losing if you're not learning. So learn and do I call it a forensic audit, and you figure out what went wrong and how can I do. Well, the agent I listed, they did this, and they did that. So next time when I text someone, I'm doing this, and I'm doing that. And I copy the most successful agents. And then you up your game. So I believe that's about all I had to say today on the topic. Just do this. Your ego is not your amigo. The reason you live where you live and you drive the car you drive and you have the vacations you take and everything is because your ego is keeping you broke. You refuse to risk your ego. And once you say, forget it, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, and I'm going to risk my ego and I'm going to get mud on my face. I don't want to look stupid. I'm like, look stupid. It's the key to looking good. You want to look good? You better look stupid. You better be willing to make a footful out of yourself. I'm just going for it here. I don't care. Guess what? I don't care. I love people. It's not that I don't care about people. I don't care about looking foolish. Because guess what? Man, if you watch me now at an open house converting clients, I'm good. I'm smooth. Because I was horrible for so long. You watch me now on a listing appointment, man, I know exactly what I'm doing. When they're not ready to list, I know how to get them a list. When they're thinking about doing this, I know exactly what to do. It's very, very comfortable. Tiger Woods knows what to do. Michael Phelps knows what to do. Venus Williams knows how to hit a drop shot on a full speed. And you know why? Because they didn't. You know why? Because they tripped and fell and scuffed their knees and smacked their head. And if you're willing to dig deep and find some internal fortitude and fiber in you, you too can make it. And you're a student of life, you're a student of real estate, go get your master's degree. Do you deserve to make a lot? For some of you, I think not. And the good news is today is the first day of the rest of your life. But if you take yesterday's baggage into tomorrow, tomorrow's going to be just like yesterday. And some of you need a fresh start, and you need to put the hammer down and become a raving lunatic for love and goodness and joy, and it gets fun. You build it slow and easy, it's terrible. You build it, you go for it, you go hard, it's easy. If you build this thing easy, it's hard. If you build it hard, it's easy. Anyways, I hope this was helpful today. Final thought, closing thought. You have anything you want to say to what I just said?
Fantastic. Burn plan B.
Burn plan. I like it.
There's no plan B.
Only plan A. You can't fail. Anyways, we love you guys. Sean, thanks for being on today. You're awesome. We'll see you guys, and we'll see you next Tuesday right here for